Woza, Talking Sundowns by SoccerBeat. My name is Umjaka, obviously hanging out with the legend himself, Umjaka and Shakes Ngwenya, to talk everything Kaizer Chiefs up against Mamelodi Sundowns. Was this a better Kaizer Chiefs, or just we are showing signs, Umjaka, of weaknesses? Was this a better Chiefs, or are we showing signs of weaknesses? Are we showing signs of beatability? Um, are we showing signs of not being together? Um, you know, are we showing signs of needing that preseason that we didn't have, in inverted commas, because ours was in the Club World Cup? Um, Shega, we need to talk about the scoring chances that were created and that were not taken. Um, Better team with Morena back now in the team. Do you believe so as well? Sales, can he cover with Ribeiro gone? Can Sales be that guy? New signings, can we expect some to come? I heard Mark Leeson talk about some interest in South America. There's some scouting happening there. Pasadine getting that start, Mshege. And this was the one that counted, because now that euphoria of arriving at Sundowns is all gone and the excitement is all gone. Now the real stuff is happening. The results need to come, and he has arrived and needed to produce. What do you think of his start, Mshege? We need the subscribers. Let them know what they need to do, man. We need to grow to 100K.
Away, Masandawana. This is SoccerBeat. This is your show, Talking Sundowns. We need you to subscribe, Masandawana. Follow us. This show is for you. And yeah, another game today, Jaga. You asked the question if Chiefs played well or do we look disjointed. I think it's a bit of both, Jaga. Kudos to Kaizer Chiefs. They've started the season on a high note. And yeah, they came to play today, and maybe unlucky not even to get the win today. But yeah, Jaga, for me, this is one of the most painful games to watch, So painful to watch Sundowns, the way they're playing now. I think definitely we've downgraded somehow. The confidence is not there in the players. Too many players not showing the hunger. Players like Adams, today was a no-show for me. Matthews, also not the best games. I can speak about a lot of players, even at the back. We're not fluent enough. Sundown style of playing from the back, trying to build up. But today, maybe also because Chiefs were pressing us very well, but we're just not fluent, Mjaga, and we failed to create opportunities. This definitely was painful to watch.
Shege, we have the case of Ribeiro that needs to be replaced, Shege, because he's not there now. It's star of the show last season, undoubtedly the best player in Zanzi. Our most valuable player in Zanzi. The list is endless. We can talk about Ribeiro all the time. He's not there. Sayers seems like the guy who's been consistently in this lineup. One of the most consistent presence in this lineup throughout the season. Sayers has been there. Is he the replacement for Ribeiro, Sheikh?
Yeah, Mjaga, you know what? We can speak about Ribeiro forever. I mean, we've got a lot of players, Mjaga. We've got signed a lot of players. We've got quality players within the squad. That also, if given a chance, can prove themselves. So we can't speak about Ribeiro forever. We can still do better, than what we did today. We've got, Sales can be a replacement for him. We can see he's coming into form. He's doing well, even though the team is not really doing well. But he's the X factor, I think, for Sundowns at this present moment. So he's somebody to look to, for some magic in the team, because right now there's very little to find, in terms of that magic spark. I expected a Shalulile to be given an opportunity today, but it's not to be. God knows what Shalulile did, not to be given an opportunity. He played the last game, he scored a goal, and he doesn't get an opportunity. It's so frustrating, Mjaga, that he's not getting a chance, because he's one of our strikers that we know when the chips are down, he can come up with something. But yeah, I guess it's not in the coach's plans, you know.
It's a curious case, the Shalulile case, Mshege, because let's get it, let's get it. I mean, this is not putting him against Sayers now, but I'm putting the situation against Sales. Sales arrived in Zanzi, big price tag, was very inconsistent, but was given chance after chance after chance. Ne? Peter Shalulile, for whatever reason, relegated to the bench, but when brought on, does the business, but doesn't come on again from the start. Comes off the bench, does the business, has some kind of role in the team. Um, you know, this is now a proven guy who knows how to win. We are now against Orlando Pirates here, Mshege, right? Kaizer Chiefs, the team that we're playing here today, is above Mamelodi Sundowns right now, right? Why are we getting guys who are trying to figure out? We're trying to figure out, can Sales be Ribeiro's replacement? But we know what Peter Shalulile can do, Mshege.
Yeah, you know, that's the disappointing part when I'm Umjaka, you know. We're not at our best, but we are also not putting our best players in, you know. The likes of your Shalulile, we know what he can do for the team, you know, and he proved it again the last time he got given a chance, came on and scored a goal. What more do you need to do to prove yourself, you know? And he doesn't get a chance against Orlando Pirates. He doesn't get a chance in this game against Kaizer Chiefs, you know? So I don't know. I don't know what's the situation with Shalulile, but I know he's a soldier. He'll keep on fighting. Nothing against Motiba. Umjaka, but we know what Shalulile can
Of
do.
course, of course, of course.
He's equal now amongst the top goal scorers ever in this Premier Soccer League. And there's a reason for that, you know, because he's very consistent. So I'm surprised he's not getting that opportunity, you know, Umjaka. It's disappointing.
Yeah, big one that you also mentioned with Tiba. I forgot to mention that as well. In that, you know, you're running the risk of an experiment with someone who doesn't know the league, right? And you need a result here because the championship is really on now. There's about 3-4 teams that are in the mix. Sikukuna was being mentioned, so that was a big point that you made there. Mark Gleason mentioning signings, Mshege. Should we then be looking in the transfer market for refreshment, Shege? Or should we be saying, no, Cardoso, don't go to the market. You're not using Shalulile, you're not using this guy, you're not using that guy. Why should you go to the market? So which one should happen now, Shege? Because something needs to give. Because clearly there's something where there's sort of some flatness in the team at the moment.
Yeah, Umjaka, we've lost Mayema. Nkulise doesn't get an opportunity in the team. Those are all players who are regulars. We regularly saw playing, you know, and giving us performances, you know, quality players, but they're not getting a chance with Cardoso. So I guess maybe he needs to go in the market then to find what suits him, because clearly what is there at the Sundowns bench, he doesn't feel he needs those type of players, you know. But for me, we've got quality in the team. A lot of players can come in and add value, you know, like your Mabenas, you know, like your Mkulises, you know. Today we really looked flat. Nothing was going right. We hardly created any opportunities, to be honest, Umjaka. When last did you see a Sundowns team that played so badly?
So absolutely, we have no reason to be even looking to having a shopping list at the moment.
Yeah, for me, I think we've got the quality within the team. You know, yes, we've got Mudau who's back in, which is a bonus for Sundowns. You know, he's a reliable player for us. At least he's back at training. You know, we don't know what's happening with Ribeiro. You know, but I guess the rest of the players, you know, they're not the trusted. You see how long Matthews plays within the team. You know, even when he's off form, he doesn't get substituted. So I don't think the coach has that much faith with a lot of the players that are there. You know, and the likes of your Cupido, you can see they still trying to find their feet within the team. Today it looked very slow. You know, looked like Chiefs were going to come up with something on his side, because he looked very slow, unsure. Pasadine as well, still finding his feet, not yet really settled, within the team. So even that back four was the first ever that we've seen today. Didn't look very convincing for me. So yeah, maybe Cardoso needs to go in the market to find something, but definitely we need to come back a better team. I'm starting to have doubts now about if we can really win this league, the way we played today. But also credit must be given to Kaizer Chiefs. They played well. And yeah, maybe that's the reason why Sundowns played badly.
Is that not a big concern then? That should be when you wrap it up, Mshek. Is that not a big concern then? Um, if with the squad that we've got and the players that haven't had a chance to play, right? And so many players haven't had a chance to play, but we're still gonna go to the market. What does that say about the depth of the squad? If these guys can't be trusted to do a job, there's gonna be a need to go out and find someone in a position that's actually occupied by two or three options. Has Sundowns really got the depth that everybody assumes to have? Let me wrap it up with that. But but before you get them, Shege, let me know about Pasadine. Your thoughts, on stabilizing that left back position, on thoughts on his performance. Are you confident he's the one, or is he just there? Or let me not say is he just there. Is he there to push Madiba?
Yeah, I think, Jaga, we need to give Pasadine more time. I don't want to be unfair on him and judge him unfairly. He didn't have the best of games for me today. But yes, he's still finding his feet at Sundowns. I like him as a player. I liked him when he was at Stellenbosch. I thought he was a great addition to the team, And to be honest, Jaga, I don't really think that we are lacking in terms of depth. It's just how you use your players, There was a time like earlier on in the game, I expected Obas to come on, because I know what he can provide. He's a national team player. I thought he would come on for Adams, and we release Ngwenya a little bit there in the middle to go a bit forward, so that Obas can hold on to that center defensive midfielder position, But I don't know what Cardoso's thinking again is there, in terms of trusting his players, But we've got the quality; it's there. We've got national team players that are hardly getting an opportunity to play, so we can't say we don't have the depth. It's just about how you use the players, Jaga.
It's not working. It's not working quite well. This experiment with Debza at 6, eh? Albas is the one. I'm sure we've seen it. We saw it last season. Yes, against some teams it can work, but Ngwenya does look like he needs a bit of freedom, to push forward.
Exactly, Mjaga. You know what Ngwenya can give us if he gets that bit of freedom, and Obas is a very good player, he can hold that position, and I think that's what we should be trying to do. Free up Ngwenya a little bit.
Nah, looking solid, Shege. I thank you very much, man, for your time. Was not the ideal result, but it's not a defeat. 1 point in the bag. Championship is still on. It's a catch me if you can situation at the moment. So it's about Washiyu against Shege. It's gonna be about which horse lasts the longest, not the one that gets off the block the fastest.
Yeah, Jaga. I think we still haven't lost the game. As much as we haven't got our rhythm right, but we are still unbeaten in this league. And we are the defending champions, and we are Masandawana. I think we'll bounce back. I think the boys' confidence is a bit down, after exiting the MTN 8, but we will be back, Mjaga.
Come fetch the trophy, come fetch the trophy, come fetch the trophy. The trophy is in Chlorcorp. Come fetch the trophy. This was Talking Sundowns by SoccerBeat. My name is Umjaka. I was with Shakes. Shake, Mangoba, Ngwenya. Let the beat do the talking. SoccerBeat,